Did you know that the country's #1 killer is a combination of heart attacks and accidents? According to the American CPR Training Service, these two things kill one person in the United States every 34 seconds. Today, I'm going to tell you why I believe that everyone should be CPR and first aid certified. I became to understand the importance of CPR and first aid training last year when I took a class at school that allowed me to become certified in both. While I did my speech, I would like you to think of a loved one the whole time and think of what you would want to happen if they were in need of CPR or first aid. Would you want bystanders to watch, or would you want someone to take action and help? By the end of my speech, you will know what CPR and first aid is and why they are important, how being certified can lead to a faster recovery for victims, and how it can save the life of someone. Let's get started by understanding what CPR and first aid is and why they are important. Knowing CPR and first aid is an important skill that everyone around the world should know. CPR is also known as cardiopulmonary resuscitation, which usually consists of mouth-to-mouth respiration as well as chest compressions. According to doctors at the University of Washington School of Medicine, CPR allows oxygenated blood to circulate to vital organs such as the brain and heart. So, when blood is not circulated throughout the body, organs may begin to shut down, which can lead to death. CPR is usually given to victims who are in cardiac arrest, but not people who are having a heart attack. Cardiac arrest is when the heart will actually stop beating, while a heart attack is abnormal heart rhythm. First aid is defined by medical students in Saudi Arabia as some simple and quick steps that can be performed outside the hospital without or with minimal medical equipment to save someone who is in risk or relieve his pain until the arrival of an ambulance. First aid can include things like treating small wounds, applying bandages to stop bleeding, treating someone with burns, and even helping someone who cannot breathe, according to a first aid training school. Learning these types of skills takes little time and effort and can be the difference between life and death for some people. Being CPR and first aid certified will not only make you more confident when trying to help someone, but it will make you more likely to help instead of just being a bystander. Just remember that you would want someone with correct training to help you or even a family member out if you need it, so it is only fair that you give the same service to others. Now we are going to learn about how being CPR and first aid certified can lead to a faster recovery time for victims. The first couple of minutes in an emergency are vital when thinking about recovery time for a victim. CPR certification headquarters says that more than 80% of cardiac arrests take place at home, and every minute CPR is delayed, that person has an additional 7% chance of dying. If CPR is given right away, blood will stay circulating through the body and to all the organs, leading to a fast recovery. If CPR is not given and people wait for an ambulance to arrive, this person could be in the hospital for weeks, depending on if they can even get their heart started back up. As you can see, CPR is something that everyone should know so that we do not have to sit around and watch family members and strangers die. We need to take action. Immediate first aid care can be crucial for recovery in many different ways. For example, if someone has a cut, it needs to be properly cleaned and bandaged, because if not, this person can get an infection, which sometimes leads to amputation if serious enough. A burn victim needs immediate medical attention because without proper treatment, it can lead to weeks in the hospital. Also, helping apply a splint when a bone is broken can cause more damage from being done. All of these things can diminish time in a hospital or recovery time if treated properly, and that's why becoming first aid certified is so important today. By knowing proper CPR and first aid, you can treat someone who is in need immediately, which will help them out greatly on their road to recovery. Not only will knowing CPR and first aid help a person's recovery, but can also be the difference between life and death in serious accidents. Cardiac arrest and other medical emergencies happen fast, and if they are not treated properly, most of the time it can result in death. CPR and first aid are taught all over the country for the sole reason that it can save a life. A person in cardiac arrest will usually result in a death if CPR is not given properly until trained professionals can get to the person. When the heart is stopped, other organs will slowly start to shut down because they are not getting the blood that they need. But when a person gives chest compressions, it will circulate the blood again. Also, if first aid is not provided or the person doesn't know what they are doing, it can also lead to death. According to the newspaper The Guardian, up to 150,000 people die each year just because first aid is not widely enough known. So, if we could spread the word that this many people can be saved just by taking action and getting first aid certified, so many people will be able to live longer lives. This is why getting certified can be so important. All you have to do is take a simple CPR and first aid class to get certified, and then you will be prepared to save the life of anyone at any time. To schedule a class, you can go to the American Heart Association, like this. You click on CPR. Then you scroll down and you click Find a Course. And here you can find training centers where you can get certified. And if that doesn't work out for you, you can ask around your hometown, or you can even take a class at school like I did to get certified. It's really that simple. Now that I am certified in both CPR and first aid, I am very confident in my ability to help anyone around me who may need it. In conclusion, I have taught you what CPR and first aid is and how important they are, how it can lead to a faster recovery time for victims, and how it can save a life. Hopefully, you all agree with me and will get CPR and first aid certified, and you will encourage others to do so we can save the lives of many people in the United States.